Hi everybody, hello out of this binary. What's up, Enbies? Hey, welcome to the weekend. Welcome to the weekend. We did it, we made it. It's Saturday. My phone is ringing. No, somebody else's phone is ringing. Anyways, hello. So if you've been following us this week, we've been talking about when we compromise on passing, or like how we go about navigating being gendered, because when you go out into the world all the time, you get gendered. It's just going to happen. And usually people assume it's a binary gender, like almost all the time. So anyways, we've been talking about how we deal with that. So I'm going to talk about how I deal with that. After I get some oxygen. So I guess, like, when I leave the house, usually the first thing I'm most concerned about is if I'm comfortable. But that can mean a lot of different things. It can mean, like, do I like the fabrics I'm wearing, the colors I'm wearing, do I like how my body feels? So some days it's way more comfortable to bind, and some days it's really, really uncomfortable to bind, depending on, like, the level of, like, top dysphoria. And like, how your chest presents says, people take that into account. Like, that's, like, the biggest thing people look at when they're trying to figure out what gender you are, is they're like, do I see lumps on your chest? So if I am going out and I really don't want to be perceived as female or assumed as female, I will put on a binder. I will try and make myself look as, like, masculine, you know. Ugh. I will wear, like, more, like, baggy pants or, like, baggy clothes, and, like, try and feel a little bit, or, like, try and look a little bit less like how society assumes females look, and look more like how society assumes males look. I find this hard to talk about because it's so, like, it's every day of my life, so it's like I don't think about it. It's just, like, what I do. So I'm having a hard time articulating, like, the process that I go through. And I also am, like, I care a lot about how my gender is perceived. It annoys me. It hurts me when when I get assumed as female, or when I get assumed as male. Like, the best feeling I can possibly get, besides being assumed non-binary, is when people don't know what gender I am, and they, like, this happens most often with kids, like when kids will ask, are you a boy or a girl? And that is usually, like, the best feeling I can have. So thanks, kids who ask those questions. Keep asking them. But even then, I'm like, it doesn't make me feel better to confuse the binary. What it would make me feel better would be to be assumed non-binary. Now I'm getting really off topic. Maybe not. So it's definitely, like, if I'm in a situation where for safety reasons I need to pass, like if I'm going through the airport, I guess, like, I don't need to, but it feels safer to pass as a binary gender than to, like, have all my non-binariness all over the place, even though that's what I want to do. So usually when I go to an airport, I will, like, wear a sports bra instead of a binder, and I will wear more, like, feminine-ish clothes, like tighter, maybe a little bit, like, maybe the colors will be more, like, I might wear something pink because people are like, oh, pink and lumps, you're a girl. So then I'm less likely to get felt up in a back room at the airport. These are just fears of mine. So then, I don't know. I feel like I got lost in the woods in this topic. It's really hard to talk about, like I was saying. So I'm just going to fidget with my lens cap for a minute. This is also my first video back, so I'm a little bit nervous and a little bit like, how do I talk about things again? So I'm sorry that this is a bit rough. But when people use, like, pronouns about me that are incorrect, sometimes I'll let those go and sometimes I won't. So like if it's a friend or somebody I'm going to spend a lot of time with, I'm not going to let them misgender me over and over again. I'm going to correct them, and if they continue to, I'm going to stop spending time with them. If they continue to misgender me. If it's like a quick interaction out in the world, I don't usually correct people's, like if I'm at the grocery store or if I'm at the bank or something, I don't usually correct people's pronouncing or gendering of me, like if they use like miss or sir or ma'am or whatever. Usually like being out in public, there's enough going on that I like all my energy is just going towards accomplishing tasks, and so I don't have the additional energy to like educate the public on my gender. So I will usually just like whatever people assume, just like fine, it's fine. I've made a little bit of peace with that, because I just don't have the energy. I still let myself get angry and annoyed and have whatever feelings I have, but I don't put the extra pressure on myself of like, oh, well, I should have told them. I'm like, no, it was the grocery store. Just go home and eat some cookies about it. What do you all do about this confusing element of our lives? Do you try to pass as a binary gender sometimes, and why? Do you like tell people what your pronouns are out in the world or out and about in town or whatever, or do you let people like just use whatever language they use, or something in between? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to know. And I would also like to keep breathing. So now, the announcements that I have gathered that are happening that need to be announced in OutOfThisBinary is that we are gathering questions for a Q&A that's going to be happening in the next couple of months, I think. I learned this from Pow Pow's video, so thanks. So there's Q&A happening, so if you have questions for us as a group or any of us individually, you can send those to our Tumblr or in comments on any of the videos. We are still looking for new members. We are prioritizing people who apply who were assigned male at birth and who are people of color. But if you can diversify our channel in any way, if you see a way we need diversifying that you think you could help us out with, feel free to apply. We are just prioritizing people who were assigned male at birth and who are people of color. Persons of color. And more information is in the info box down below. Finally, the last thing is if you want to, you are welcome to help us close caption our videos. This is really helpful for people who are hearing impaired, for people who have trouble with like a central auditory processing disorder, to have subtitles to read or closed captions to read. I really, really appreciate closed caption videos because I have a hard time understanding everything unless I'm like hearing it and reading it. So even like this is a thing that's helpful for a lot of people. So if you have time and energy and want to help us do that, let us know. My videos, I make them all like community contributions are turned on, so you can just like go for it. You don't have to like contact anybody, you can just do it. I'm going to try and find more information on how to do that and put it in the info box. Who knows if I'll find it. But you can look there and see if I did. More info in the info box. That's what I wrote on my thing. Oh no, flower fell out. Okay, that's all. That's everything. I'm done now. This is it. I hope you all have a great weekend and have really good weeks, and that you keep believing in yourself and believe yourself. And I will see you next weekend with another video. Love, love, love. Bye.